Hey again there, guys, on to the next lesson. This lesson here is pretty straightforward. This is, again, kind of like the previous lesson, lesson 6, kind of like a review or something to help us with the next set of stuff that we're doing. Okay, so we said pretty straightforward stuff. Let's get right into it. Lots of your turn practice questions in here. So again, I know it looks super long, 3 pages, but it's really not that long. I just tried to give you enough space. Okay, so multiplying binomials. So if you guys remember back from an assignment we did a while ago, I'm trying to think, was it our very first one or was it part 1 of 3? Anyways, can't remember. We had been talking about binomials, and if you forget what binomial means, it means 2 terms. Okay, so bi means 2, and then nomial is terms. Okay, so if you were to look at all of these, this is 2 terms. Like that's a term and that's a term. That's a term and that's a term. That's a term and that's a term. Okay, and it's going to be quite consistent. So we're going to learn how to multiply binomials. Okay, very straightforward. If you have strong multiplication skills, because some of you do have really good mental math, this will be a lot easier for you, but that's okay if you don't. If you need to use a calculator, I'm not going to know. You're not going to lose marks. I still sometimes use calculators for basic equations, so just use it. And when we move on down lower, you're going to see what we do, but we're going to just do it a little bigger. Anyway, so multiplying variables. So what we'll do is, if we're looking at 2 bracket x plus 1, so our first question here, we need to multiply this out. It says expand and simplify the following. So I need to multiply this out. What it's going to look like, I'll use red, is I'm going to take this 2 and I'm going to multiply it by the x. I'm also going to multiply it by the 1. Okay, I need to multiply it by both those things. So, a little closer. We're going to have 2 times x. Okay. I'm going to get rid of those equal signs, sorry. Switch of mind. 2 times x is going to be my first one, and what does that give me? Well, it's just going to give me 2x. And then I'm going to have 2 times 1. What's 2 times 1? Well, it's just 2. So what's my final answer? It's going to be 2x plus 2. So remember, there's no sign here, so we know it's a positive. Okay. And that's all it is. So this section here that I just showed you, you don't need to write this. I know a lot of people like doing it just so they can see their work or see what they're doing, but you don't have to, okay? I'm just going to do it for the first few just so you guys can see where these numbers are coming from, and then I'm going to stop. Okay, so we're going to do it again. So this time there is an x with the number out front. So we're going to be doing 2x times 3x and 2x times negative 1. So 2x times 3x. So remember, we're going to do 2 and 3 together because they're the same. So that's going to give me 6. Okay. And then what's x times x? Remember, if we're multiplying x's, we're adding the exponents, or we're multiplying, why can I not think of the word? Oh my goodness, powers. If we are multiplying powers, we add the exponents. Well, what exponents? Here, let's get a purple. Remember, there's a 1 here and a 1 here. What's 1 plus 1? Well, it's 2. Okay? So it's going to be 6x squared. The next one is going to be 2x times negative 1. Well, anything times 1 is the same thing. Positive times a negative is a negative, so it's negative 2x. So what's my final answer? 6x squared minus 2x. Okay, you got to be careful with those exponents, guys. Okay. Another one. So what are we going to do? We've got 4x times x squared. And we've got 4x times negative 3. So again, we put the numbers with the numbers and the letters with the letters. What number is with x squared? What number is out front? There is a number there, I promise you. If you said 1, you're absolutely right. What's 4 times 1? 4, so that's good. What's x times x squared? Remember, there is a number 1 here. 1 plus 2 is 3. So 4x to the power 3. Okay. 4x times negative 3. Okay. So we're going to do the number with the number. What's 4 times negative 3? It's negative 12. And x times, well, there's no other x there, so we're just going to leave it as x. Because x times 1, technically, there's nothing to multiply it to. We can't do anything with it, right? So it's going to be 4x cubed minus 12x. Okay, guys? So it's really, really, really important that you get this stuff down. Because if you mess this stuff up, the rest of the entire unit is going to be difficult. Okay, no pressure. As you can see, there's 3 questions here, so I'm just going to let you guys do them. If you want me to check them over, obviously I'm more than willing to, okay? You just have to send them to me and I can tell you what you're doing right or what you're doing wrong. But again, that's where your effort comes in, right? So I'm going to be putting questions like this on your test for Friday. So again, you want to do well on your test. Sorry. If you want to do well on your test, then you have to put the practice in. Easy as that, right? Okay. So what's going to be happening now is, what we're going to be doing is there are 2 termed expressions in the form of, as you can see, a plus b, c plus d. So instead of it just being one thing, so let's pretend, so before we were dealing with something like this, it'd just be 2 times x and then minus 3. We have a whole other thing that we have to take care of as well. So to multiply binomials, so these 2 terms, excuse me, is we use FOIL. So you can see it's already listed there. What on earth does FOIL mean? Well, I'm going to tell you. And this is where we're going to get all our colors in. So lots of colors coming up. Okay, guys? Heads up. So to multiply binomials, we use FOIL. And now, so from here on in, you're going to see, if you see 2 brackets together like this, if you see 2 brackets together like this, I'm going to say FOIL it. FOIL it. FOIL it means expand the brackets. Okay? FOIL equals expand. What does expand? Means bigger. Expand the brackets. Okay? Make bigger, 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 bigger. B-I-G-G-E-R, bigger, bigger. Okay, so I'm going to do lots of colors. And you are going to see what I mean. So, oh, I hate when that happens. Okay, F FOIL, F means first. What does that mean? It means we look at both of our oh my goodness. Why are you doing this to me? Okay. We look at both of our brackets and we're looking at the first term. Okay. It could be a number, it could be a letter, or it could be both. That's why I'm calling it a term, not just like a number. Okay. Again, we are going to be doing lots of examples, so I'll show you. So, first means this guy and this guy. They're both the first term in the brackets. So we'd be doing A times C. Okay? So it'd be A times C. Well, what does that give me? It just gives me AC. Because remember I said it's like collecting like terms. So my A's only go with my A's and my C's only go with my C's. Well, I can't say A squared or C squared because there's only one of each. Okay? So for my final answer, I'm going to give you a bit of a heads up. There's going to be 4 terms. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'm not going to do this every time. I just want to show you. So what's my first term? It's AC. Okay. So my next one is outside. Now, what does that mean? I'm going to look at the brackets, and I'm taking the 2 outside terms. Well, that's this guy. Yeah, whatever. And this guy. See how they're on the outside of the brackets? Yeah, well, that's what that means. So the next thing we're going to multiply together is A and D. So again, A times D is equal just to AD. Okay? There's no negatives or positives, so they are positive. There's no negatives, so we can't, we assume they are positive. We know they're positive, so it's positive AD. Okay, we need to get the signs in there now. Okay, so we've done the first 2. So far, so good. Yeah, guys? What does I stand for? I stands for, what's the opposite of outside? Inside. What does that mean? It's my inside terms. Actually, let's do this so they're the same. I think I'm going to get messed up anyways. B and C. So B and C are both on the inside of the 2 brackets. If you look at it as a whole, right? A and D are on the outside, B and C are on the inside of it. So we're going to be doing B times C. I'm just going to go over here, due to space, B times C is equal to what? BC, British Columbia. Same idea, there's no negative sign, so it's positive. Last but not least, oh, I just told you what the last one is. It is last. Okay. So, I'm going to take my last term in both my brackets. So B and D are listed last. A and C are listed first. B and D are listed last. BD. Positive. And that is how you FOIL, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so we are going to do examples, obviously. I'm going to give you a chance to practice, obviously, because you have to, right? This stuff's so important, guys. I can't even explain it. And as I said, a lot of this stuff is going to be coming up again in grade 11. And I know the motivation's gone, and I get it, guys. I hear you, but you have to just keep pushing, okay? Think about it for the future. Whoever your math teacher is going to be next year. Yeah, bad news bears, it won't be me. I don't know. Whatever. Some of you care, some of you don't. So expand and simplify. So we're going to do the same thing again. Now, what I'm going to show you, I'm going to really, really break it down. And there's extra things I'm going to show you, which you don't always need to do. Okay? So, first thing we have is first. So, let's keep the colors the same for now. So, first. Okay, so x times x. What x times x? Remember, we've got our exponents there. 1 plus 1 is equal to what? 2. So it's x squared. So that's my first answer. Okay? Outside. What are my two outside terms when it comes to the brackets? Well, it's x and 4. Yeah. So we're going to have x times 4 is equal to 4x. If you did x4, like, put the number first, okay? Number takes priority, takes dominance. Okay, then we've got inside 3 to x, because x, this 3 and this x are on the inside of the brackets. Think of this as a house. Maybe, I don't know. 3 times x is equal to 3x. And then we've got outside. No, last. Foil. Last. Which is 3 times 4. Sorry, guys. It's been a long day. And that's it. Almost. So, look at this thing. Don't forget to collect like terms. What on earth does that mean? You guys know what this means. We did this long time ago, okay? That's why this, again, we went over all of that stuff for you guys to remember the basic little things that sometimes are easily forgotten about. So, yeah, so you have to collect like terms. So, I'm going to write out this equation flat, I guess, or let's say horizontally. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to just one color. So we have x squared plus 4x plus 3x plus 12. So you need to look now for collecting like terms. So if you were to see x squared, is there another x squared? No. Okay. 4x, is there another term with an x? Yes. It is the 3x. So we're going to have to add those two together. There's the 12. Is there any other term that has just a number in it? No. Okay. So we have x squared plus 7x plus 12. Yeah. Okay, and that's your final answer. That's it. Pretty straightforward, I think. Okay, let's do it again. X times x. Oh, what I was going to show you guys, this step right here, you don't have to show it. Well, yeah. Okay. You don't have to show it. It's just for you guys to see where I'm getting all of these numbers from. So once I go through this example, I'm going to go down here, and I'm not going to use as many colors. And yeah, I just want you guys to visually see what I'm doing at first, and then you guys can start taking the shortcuts and everything too, okay? Okay, so first we have x times x again. X squared. What was the next color I used? Green? Yeah. Just trying to keep it consistent. First outside, so my first outside terms. x times 4 is equal to 4x, looking very similar to last time. Then we've got red. I apologize for not memorizing the order. Oh, we got a negative this time. Look at that. Negative 1 times x is what? Negative x. If you write negative 1x, that's absolutely fine, okay? I do not care. It's the exact same thing. Now we've got negative 1 times 4. Last. That is negative 4. Okay, so I did that vertically just to get it set up. Remember, these are my... Now I'm taking this and I'm going to lay it vertically. Horizontally, sorry. X squared plus 4x minus x minus 4, okay? So again, we need to find like terms. Is there another x squared term? No. Is there another x term with this 4x? Yes, it's negative x. So we're going to have 4x minus x, which is negative, and then negative 4. Oh, no. So, what do we got? X squared. What's 4x minus x? Essentially, what is 4 minus 1? It's 3. So, that's your answer. Okay. So, what I am going to do is, so I'll give you guys those 2 chances again. I really, really recommend you guys actually attempting these and submitting the work to see if you're doing it right. Okay, there's lots of practice problems too. If you guys, like when you say, I've done the practice problems, then I can post the answers. And then when I have the answers, you can check, okay, why did she get this and why did I get that? You know what I mean? So on and so forth. And then that's how you learn. That's how your brain learns. So if you're getting stuff right all the time, you're actually not even, like, you're learning, but you're not learning. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Don't worry about it. Whatever. Just practice. That's all I'm asking. Haha. Okay, so let's do it again. Now, the only difference this time is before we had just like letters, like X's and X's. Now we have numbers in front. Okay? Again, just more practice, but it's the same idea. Okay? So, 2x times x is equal to 2x squared. Okay, remember, don't forget that there is a 1 in front of here and there's a 1 there. They're just invisible, okay? Invisible math. First, oops, outside. No, I'm sorry, guys. First outside, 2x minus times negative 2 is negative 4x. Okay, 2 times negative 2 is negative 4, and then x, there's nothing with it. And then I think the next color was red. 1 times x is just x. And 1 times negative 2. Oopsies, wrong color. I did that a lot. I get too excited and I just want to keep writing. 1 times negative 2 is negative 2, because anything times by positive 1 is the exact same. Okay. So we're taking this, we're going to lay it down flat and collect like, collect like terms. No, stop. Okay. 2x squared minus 4x plus x. Remember, there's no sign, so it's positive. Minus 2. Okay, collect like terms. Hopefully by now, you guys are starting to pick up that the 2 middle terms tend to be the same. Okay? That's okay. That's good. That's what we want. It's not like... It's going to be like that most of the time. Okay? Negative 4 plus 1 is negative 3x minus 2. Alrighty, and there's my answer. Okay, gonna do it again, but I'm going to scratch. I'm gonna not do the colors, and I'm not going to do this stuff. Okay? If you like doing it, do it. Oh my gosh, just do it, okay? If we were in a regular classroom and you guys were doing it on your practice questions and your quizzes and your tests and your assignments, I would, of course, never mark you wrong or give you marks off. I would never, ever do that. But some people like it, some people don't. Honestly, it really depends on you guys, okay? What is this murder hornet stuff? I am concerned. Okay. Okay, let's do it. One color. Let's do purple. It's my favorite. I'm going to kind of change it up. Let's go a little darker. There. It wasn't too much darker. Okay. So 3x times... Oh, my God. 3x times 2x is 2 times 3 is 6. X times x is x squared. 3x times 5. 3 times 5 is 15. Negative 7 times 2x. Negative 7 times 2 is negative 14. And then just x because there's only one x. And then negative 7 times 5 is negative 35. Okay. Let's collect like terms. Like terms are right here. 6x squared. Positive 15 minus 14 is just 1. Minus 35. If you guys put the 1 there, that's absolutely fine. Besides that, that is your final answer. Okay. Hoping this makes sense. Of course, to me, guys, it's pretty straightforward stuff. It's just, I just want you guys to actually practice. Okay, so I'm just going to go through these next two, A and B, and then the rest are practice, okay? And if you're getting it, that's fantastic. I'm also posting practice questions for you guys to do at your own free will. Again, this is all for you and your practice. This stuff is super duper important. Some of the most important things, I think we're going to be doing this year. Yeah, and it's going to come up again. I'm telling you this. Next month, this is like looking way ahead. We are doing triangles. Okay. I love triangles. They are my favorite part of the course. I don't know what it is. I don't recall what you did in grade 9, to be honest. I haven't taught that course before, so I'm not really sure. Does So Katoa sound familiar? Anyways, getting ahead of myself. So, expand and simplify. So, a couple more examples. So, here it's x plus 4 squared. And we're like, oh my gosh, where's the other term? Well, this means there's 2 of these. That's what that squared means. Okay, so I might throw you a lefty or something, and by lefty I mean or whatever. Oh my god, today's not my day. I might throw you like a bit of a curveball. That's what I was trying to get at. So what does that look like? It looks like this. X plus 4, x plus 4. Okay, that's all that means. There's just 2 of them. Okay. So again, let's go through it. Let's FOIL it. X times x is x squared. X times 4 is 4x. 4 times x is 4x. And 4 times 4 is 16. Let's collect like terms. Voila. That's it. All she wrote. Not bad, eh? There's just 2 of them. This next one, it's the same thing. It's just bigger. Okay? Same thing down there. You know what? Let's not even do it. That's like super big, and we're not even going to get into that stuff. So don't even worry about it. Surprise. Christmas came early. So there you go. Don't forget foil first, outside, inside, last. There is lots of practice for you guys to get the hang of this, so actually do it, okay? That's the only way that you're going to get better. I know you've probably heard it a million times, but yeah. Anyways, so I'll leave you guys there. I'm going to be posting assignment on Friday. You'll be getting another note. I'm going to say tomorrow. Yeah, probably tomorrow. Like Wednesday. Maybe Thursday. Who knows? And what it's going to be is these top examples that are right here. See how I'm doing that dotted line around it? What we're going to have is you guys are going to get this, the final answer, and you're going to have to go back to that. I know, right? So yeah, we're going to work backwards. Okay, guys.